come here and grab me again, I could fight. I could be like, I don't want it. Instead, I just flow like water. Just understand how to flow. Go where they're weak. What is Jeet Kune? The way of the intersecting fist. We kind of covered this before, but I like looking at it. The first level is mixed martial arts. It is understand how to knock somebody, understand punching range, right? It is understand how to kick and take somebody out and how to maintain distance. Understand that kicking range, right? It is grappling range. Understand how to go to the ground, right? And then if you've got weapons, you want to understand those weapon angles, understand some traffic, right? What angles a knife can come in. Get some understanding because it's fighting for the street, all right? So that was a big thing Bruce Lee really kind of was one of the first to really articulate the different ranges of fighting. And if you watch the MMA, you're going to see those different ranges. You're going to see that kind of more outside game where you see a lot of kicks. You're going to see that more inside game where you see a lot of boxing and punches and knees, right? And you see that grappling range, right? And then throw in the weapons range, right? So, and physical fitness and aggression, right? It's a big part of JKD. If you're not looking to take the guy's head off, if you're not looking to absolutely just crack him, that's not what Bruce Lee was about. Yeah. It is a lot of aggression there. It's really getting in touch with that dark side of yourself and physical violence. All right? So that's really, to me, you start off there. Right? You start off with mixed martial arts. And go and find teachers for grappling and boxing. And study as much as you can from as many different systems as you can and become mixed. Be able to, box better than a kicker, right? And grapple better than a boxer. And all that stuff, right? You got that down, okay? Then the next was, to me, is where it becomes a little bit more of an internal system. And by that is, if you pick me up and say you grab my wrist, I don't fight it, right? If I come here and grab me again, I could fight it. I could be like, I don't want it. Instead, I just flow like water. Just understand how to flow. Go where they're weak. Just to get that sensitivity for feeling and flowing like, Bruce Lee is famous for saying, be like water. Okay, that's what he meant by be like water. Okay? Intercepting fist, Jeet Kune means way in the intercepting fist. So you step forward to me, boom. I intercept the motion, right? You throw a punch at me, I intercept. Win. Understand interception, understand win, right? And then he was also famous for like the 1-inch punch. Right, so you gotta have that whipping power, right? You gotta, be able to just get in there and boom, crack it, right? You got boom. So get that lead hand that's just got some power behind it, right? I'm not gonna go super hard without the pad, but so you can start fencing with the style. So you come in on me, right? You come in. I can use that power lead. I can start fencing with it, incorporating those elements. And there you start seeing fighting a little bit more in the style of Bruce Lee. All right? So you get that first kind of mixed martial arts, that external part. You get that internal part of starting to understand wind and fire and water and how to flow like water and how to fence with your power lead. All right? But then ultimately, what you want to get is understand this is just a way for Lee what was enlightenment through martial arts. What was learning to become a martial artist. Being able to express your true self through combat. Okay, so that is where it becomes not a system. It becomes the way of no way, no limitation, having no limitation as limitation. Those kind of do whatever is most efficient, do whatever is simplest, most direct. Only take what works throughout everything that doesn't work. All those kind of ideas that you labeled as Jeet Kune concepts, that's ultimately what you want to get to. And Lee talked about Jeet Kune being like a boat used to cross a river. But once you get across the river, you don't carry the boat on your back, right? So you do all these drills, and to me what's special about Jeet Kune Do is among the different systems that try to get to you that place of effortless perfection, of efficiency, Jeet Kune Do got you there through fighting, not through form work. It was, we're going to spar, we're going to do fighting drills. We're not going to do forms, and forms work great. Some people learn well through forms. Not most people. Most people don't want to fight either. But I like learning through fighting. You like learning through fighting. You're a fighter. You already knew how to kick and punch and grapple and whatnot.
Yeah.
So this is really designed for people who want to learn through fighting drills and through sparring. That's what Jeet Kune Do. But ultimately, you want to get to a place where, say, you throw on me, and maybe that was the most efficient form. Maybe instead of like block here, come here, go there, and shoot a takedown, maybe what's most efficient for me is just do a spiral, come here, and do a spiral there. What's efficient for me, what works for me, I want to get to that place, and it doesn't matter at that point what it looks like, as long as it's efficient, because it's no longer about systems. It's just about being simple and understanding essence and expressing yourself. And so ultimately it is kind of get past the shadow self, get past the capacity for violence, internally start being able to develop your power, understand how to flow like water and wind, and then ultimately to kind of move past those things. And that doesn't mean you're going to necessarily do the drills or look a certain way. You're going to work with what works for you, but JKD is just the path to get there. Sound good, brother?